Hello. Oh. Yes. All right. This evening, there is a topic not a lot of people are going to be okay with, because people don't want to be told what to do. Yeah? They don't mind being told what to do if they can make some money out of it, though. I'll tell you that. But generally, when it comes to virtue, nah, why bother? Have you ever gone to a public place and you look around and you're like, Ugh. There's nobody here I really want to know. It could be the library, it could be the bank, a cafe. And so what you soon understand is that you have to become a very creative person in order to become your own muse. Yeah? To entertain your time wisely. This evening, I'm talking about creativity management. Right. Now, basically, when you go out there in the world, the devil wants to steal your heart. And he does that by appeasing you, turning you on. And he gets off on taking people down a spiral of repression, suppression, regression, all the Prussians. And he doesn't care. And the tendency as artists is to express all things. That's the beauty of artistry. Even if it means exploring hate. So we have to keep a check on the type of art that we are having influence ourselves as well as the public sector. People in the public sector, they learn information if it could make them money, but they don't know how to use information devoid of greed and corruption. These things artistically are helpful in the business. To know how to translate your feelings into art, knowing what to do with the data and not distorting any type of knowledge or fact findings you have on yourself. People are creative and they want to capitalize on your strengths. So you have to make sure that you don't get sucked in because you're a passionate person and you have love and empathy. These are the tools of the devil and mediocrity. If you let the world make you out as a doormat, that ultimately zaps you of your creative energy. Creativity business coach and writer by the name of Susan Ann Darley. She is CEO of Mindset Management in Santa Barbara, California. And this is what she says, quote, "Risk dissolves the chains of mediocrity." Chains meaning the connections, the people, the businesses, the opportunities that are low energy on the karmic philosophy type of spectrum, mind you, so to speak. Your risk to be an artist, yeah, dissolves any view or attachments to chains that are mediocre. However, does not mean that as you're made vulnerable because you're sensitive and you're sharing your art to the world, you cannot be used as prey. What I want you to clearly remember in this lecture, that in the creativity management of yourself, there is the post-creative production. What you do before you are creating. You have to protect yourself, right? You have to know how you are allowing yourself to be available to the chains of mediocrity. A lot of caution is required for the artist. This is an art to aspire to, according to Susan and Darley. The placement you have in society, to not be so delusional by the joy you feel because you have taken risk and you are certain that you're grounded. Rather, with warning, keep in mind that art can be very insane, and there's negative energy in the astral, the mental, physical, and spiritual. In all directions, there's energy that comes your way, and it's your social and personal responsibility to, in that risk, to know how you're managing yourself, to prepare yourself for a creative moment. People like to discover their bodies. And the thing about life is that their bodies don't end up where they expect their bodies to end up, because of danger and because of being deceived and because of foolishness. So what we have to do is understand that the body of art within our vessels of honor, and how we prove ourselves to ourselves as creators with a capital C in the larger landscape of sons and daughters of the Most High, Jehovah. That the mind is going places after we've left this dead body and it's died. And so what legacy we are leaving. The body and how we prove ourselves in social media as artists does not compare to where our mind of art and love for the opportunity to be artists in the next world is headed after this next life. So your art becomes very psychological, very sane, yeah? And very meaningful in the socio-spiritual tools that you use when you're engaging with people in an unfair society. It is very unfair. You see, people are manipulators and they want to suck you in. And They want to help themselves by making you believe that they love your life, when really they want to squeeze you for all you're worth. And that alone happens when you're expressing yourself as an artist. You're squeezing your own self, and you're letting it be shared with the world. Folks are superficial, and folks are trapped by their unintelligence. And, like I say, they're expecting for you to take care of their discontent. And, get off of the cross. We need wood for the fire. You're not the Messiah. You don't have to be Jesus incarnate. Okay? When the art is self-inflating us, we feel pretty big, don't we? But people want to capitalize on your strengths. And so in your creativity management, you have to keep that in check, so that as you are feeling disconcerting, maybe contempt, that this does not spoil the virtue of your art creationism. You see, true power is the right usage of your creative forces that flow within each of us. It's very fluid. People are wannabe artists, and they're wannabe leaders, and they're wannabe fault breakers. They want to do good, but they can't produce what they want to produce, so they become jealous and envious, and they covet other artists. It's important to keep tabs on in your creativity management. So, the Word of God says that be careful what comes through your mouth, because it is of the heart. And for that you speak, it unfolds the heart, and there your life unfolds likewise. I paraphrased. So when you go to the supermarket, the cafe, the museum, the shop, the bank, I want you to be careful of what you speak in the most creative and artistic, edifying, human manner. Keep your creativity management in check, and speak artistic words of love to people. This is truly being awesome.